What's up, guys? This is Ray, and today I'm going to talk to you about male jealousy in the blue-collar trades. Let's get into it. First, though, I got to show you. It is an absolutely gorgeous day out. It is so beautiful. It's breezy as hell. Man, this is one of the nicest, most beautiful days I remember in a long time. So, yeah. Male jealousy in the blue-collar trades. Let's get into it. So, if you are a somewhat handsome man, okay, by female standards, you take care of yourself, you're in decent shape, okay, believe me when I say, men notice this, okay? They do not notice because they want to date you. They notice because of competition, okay? Inherently, men are competitive creatures, right? And competition is what a lot of people are bred for, right? I mean, we grow up vying for the same resources, vying for the same women. And as a man, it's your job to be the best man you can be, right? Well, let me tell you. A lot of times other men do not want to see you be the best man you can be. And that is very, very, very evident when you are in the blue-collar trades. Take my industry, for example. I'm a painting contractor. I run my own painting business. Okay, I'm the owner operator. I don't have any employees under me. So literally everything falls on me. Okay? And unfortunately, if you're good at what you do and other people notice that you're good, you're going to receive some hate. And that hate is usually not just from one person. It's usually from multiple people. In my experience, when someone hates on you, it's not usually just one person. It's usually a group of people. It's almost like they're this little coven that they don't like to see you shine, essentially, is what's going on. And you're not even trying to shine. You're just existing, okay? A lot of guys in America, which is where I am, a lot of painters in America, they do the bare minimum, okay? They don't dress super nice. They don't have the best equipment, a lot of them, okay? They usually wear regular painter's pants with a regular t-shirt. When I show up on the job, I have $130 painter pants with all kinds of pockets and everything from Sweden. I wear collared shirts as my shirt, a polo, so that I can flip the collar up and put a respirator on and it's not chafing the back of my neck, okay? I usually wear gloves, not latex rubber gloves, but like moving gloves when I paint. There's a whole bunch of things that I do to make my job efficient. And as a side effect, I look like, I look very well equipped when I show up to work. And it's like I said, you will receive hate from these other men if other people notice you. Now, I gotta say, housewives love when a blue-collar worker shows up and he's presentable. Let me repeat that. Housewives love it when a blue-collar worker looks very presentable and he's about to do dirty work. Okay? I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Common sense would tell you, okay, wear dirty stuff if you're about to get dirty, right? No, that's not how it is, okay? So, the jealousy you experience is usually very, very, very underhanded, okay? It's very underhanded, it's very schemy, it's very in the background. And if you know what to look for, you will notice it. Okay? Man, I gotta shave. I look like trash right now. Anyway, So what are some of the little schemy things these guys might do? Well, number one, gossip. They will start to gossip about you, okay? At first, they will maybe crack a joke to your face, and you know the expression, there's a little bit of truth to every joke. So if you show up dressed to the nines in work gear and you smell good, here's the other thing. I wear cologne, I wear perfume, I wear really nice deodorant. So people can smell me from across the room. I don't wear too much. But again, this is where some of the gossiping will come. And on the surface, it seems lighthearted and innocent. But believe me, it is anything but, okay? The fact that these guys are even bringing it up to break your balls should signal to you that there's a little bit of insecurity going on there. And if it's not insecurity, they are certainly observing that there is someone different in their presence than them. And oftentimes, that does not sit well with them, okay? So yeah, you will get trash talked behind your back. And you know that this is going to happen because usually somebody comes up and makes a joke, but they don't make it just to you, okay? They will make the joke in front of a group of people so that now, when you're not around, they all have something to talk about concerning you. What's the second way that men get jealous of other men in the blue-collar trades? Attention. Getting attention, okay? Getting recognition. That is another way men get jealous of one another in the blue-collar trades, okay? Give you a good example. It's like I said, if you show up to the job dressed really presentably and dressed nice, smelling good, and you're respectful, again, the housewives love this, okay? Why do they love it? Well, they're women, okay? They like pretty things. No woman out there is going to deny that, okay? And you don't have to be like a handsome, ripped, in-shape dude or anything, but smelling nice, being respectful, being well-spoken, and having quality gear, like quality pants, really nice shirt, all that stuff. We're not talking jewelry and sunglasses and no, nothing like that, okay? But again, if you don't have to perform, if you don't have to sit there and rely on your personality for the respect that people give you, then I would honestly say you've got a leg up on these guys, and they notice it. They do. So I would just be really careful. Sorry, I thought I saw someone. I would just be really, really careful if you're going to show up to a blue-collar job looking better than these other lazy bums, these scrubs, because most of them are. I can say it. I've been in these trades for over 20 years, okay? Most of these guys are lazy bums in their appearance. They could have a Corvette in the garage of $1 million home. They're going to roll out of bed and show up to the job looking like a tradesman. Whatever, right? But again, they will hate on the fact that you don't have $1 million home, you don't have a Corvette, and this beautiful, beautiful homeowner is flirting with you. They don't like that. Because in their minds, they have a Corvette and $1 million home. People should be flirting with them, not you. So yeah, you will catch hate from men in the blue-collar trades if you show up and you don't have to put on a performance and people just respect you because you look respectable, right? The third way that I'm going to tell you guys that men will express their jealousy in the blue collar trades is sabotage. Okay, let's talk about sabotage. I had a little bit of a run-in with that recently, where I performed a task for a contractor. So I run my own company, and here I am at this job working for a bigger contractor. So I'm subcontracting. Well, one of the other subcontractors, who is in the same trade as myself, decides I'm shining a little bright for him, for his liking. So what is he going to do? He's going to start to scheme. He's going to start to set me up. He's going to start to put me in positions where I have to explain why something didn't happen in a certain way that I was responsible for. And ultimately, this other contractor was the reason that I experienced this stuff that I now had to fix. For example, if you're supposed to meet up with other subcontractors and get the job done for the contractor, okay, you work as a team, you respect each other's boundaries, all that. Okay, cool, right? These guys, do not put it past them to feed you misinformation. Okay? You act on that information thinking, why would they put me in a position where the contractor we are both working for gets screwed? Well, it's because they're trying to make sure that I get screwed. That is what's going on. Because they don't like the fact that I show up respectful, looking presentable, and I'm good at my job. In their minds, that means less work for them. And in their minds, if they eliminate any type of competition, it's better for them. It's more job security for them. But what they don't realize is, if their scheme backfires and does not work, it's not going to look good on them. And unfortunately, these are usually the types of people that throw rocks and hide their hands. So, if their little scheme was unsuccessful to sabotage you, and it halted the whole project, and it is discovered that nothing is actually my fault, and I was actually the one who was on cleanup duty, the contractor, more times than not, is going to start looking for the source of the problem. And they see, I'm not the source of the problem. I was tasked with something that for whatever reason, after I performed it, the result that I got was changed somehow. So who do you think that fell back on? You guessed it. It fell back on the guy who tried to sabotage me. But unfortunately, a lot of these guys that scheme like that, they are cowards. And they weasel their way out in somehow. I'm not present for the conversation, but long story short, yes, they will be weasels. They will scheme. The way they schemed against you, they will scheme on behalf of themselves to pull themselves out of a situation they got themselves in. And at the end of the day, you are still there. Now, the part two to that, because I'm a business owner, and this guy who's tried to sabotage me is a business owner, I have every right to go up to him and say something. So I do. And we all know that the men of today are cowardly compared to their fathers and grandfathers. Again, they are the type of men to throw rocks and hide their hands. They're schemy. It's very, very, very feminine energy, I would say. It's not masculine at all. Okay? So, when confronted, what do you think these guys do? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Yeah. You will be amazed at how many of these little cocksuckers want to backpedal and act like they did nothing wrong. It is unbelievable. And it is very standard as well. So you have to realize that whenever you get into working in the vicinity of other contractors, as a person in the blue collar trades, I am advising you to be very, very, very careful with them. Okay? They are not your friends. Okay? Let me repeat that. The people you work around in the blue collar trades are not your friends. They will be friendly. That's very possible. They can be friendly. Yes, of course. You know, you guys might shoot the shit outside over a coffee. You might get to know this guy a little bit. He might have a wife, a kid, might live over here in this city, might drive this vehicle. Keep it surface, guys. Because I'm about to roll into the fourth way that men in the blue collar trades express jealousy towards other men. And that is by revealing too much about yourself. Okay? Hey, what's up, my man? How you doing? Say hi to YouTube. What's up? My man's over here running. Yo, he's training like crazy. Young cat too. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on here. If you reveal too much about yourself to these guys that you're working with, they will use that information against you in some way. They will find a way if they don't like you. And why won't they like you? Because you outshine them. Why do you outshine them? Because they're lazy bums, guys. A lot of these guys, their whole life, their whole identity is what they do as a 9-to-5 job. That's their identity. So when they're done their day, they go home and they might sit in front of the couch, or they might, they might have family. They might hang out with their family, whatever. That's great. But they themselves have nothing else going on. Okay? So, if you are a painter and you own your own business and you're working around these guys and they own their own business and the dude's got a Corvette inside of his $1 million house and he's got a wife and he's got 2 kids, and you tell him you drive a Toyota Corolla, you live in an apartment, and you have a girlfriend, that man will be jealous of you. That man will be jealous of you, okay? I've experienced it too many times. Look, guys, it sounds counterintuitive, but that man will hate on you because now he views you as free. That's right. You're driving a very simple vehicle, living in a very simple place, and you're not tied down by a wife or kids. For the longest time, I wondered, these guys have so much more than me. Now, I'm not going to get into what we each have in the bank. That would change things, all right? But I'm just saying, outwardly, this man exudes more success than someone like myself, right? Well, that's a lifestyle choice. You wanted to get married. You wanted to have kids. You wanted the big house. You wanted the expensive supercar. I'm not saying I don't want those things, but they're all anchors. Now, family can be a beautiful thing. It can also be a nightmare. And the guys who are jealous and perceive your lack of whatever he has as freedom, he will envy. He will envy your perceived freedom, because in his mind, you did not make all of these decisions that have now confiscated your freedom from you. Okay? So that is the fourth way that a man will express hatred towards you in the blue collar professions, is if you reveal too much about yourself, okay? Say you're a painting contractor, like myself, and you have 2 published books on Amazon, actually technically 3, one of which was banned. Like myself. Say you were a martial arts instructor for 20 years, like myself. Say you traveled to China and Thailand, and you got with really beautiful women, and you have proof, and you show them photos and stuff, because you think you're getting to know someone that you're working around, and you want to share some of your life. Big mistake, don't do it. Okay, just don't do it, guys. I'm warning you against it. Do not do it, okay? If someone decides to share some very intimate stuff, okay, about their lives, that's fine, okay? If they want to share intimate details about their life, great. That's cool. If you want to share an intimate detail back to keep things even, that's cool too. But be careful what it is. I strongly advise against sharing your hopes, your dreams, your love life, and your finances. Do not share any of those things with these clowns in the blue collar trades. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have learned from experience, okay? These people will start treating you as if you are an enemy and you didn't even do anything to them. You might not have even had more than 2 conversations with them. And the fact that their perception of you is that you are ahead of them in life. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you the 5th and final way that you experience jealousy from other men in the blue collar trades, okay? And that is this. Yo, I just almost watched somebody hit somebody right there. It was that idiot in the Beamer. Wow. That could have been bad. Holy shit. I would have had to cut the video short there. But yeah, the 5th and final way that I will tell you guys that men will be jealous as hell of you in the blue collar trades, okay, is if other people like you. All right? Now, if other people open up to you, if they're kind, if they're assertive, if they're any of those things, believe me when I say, these guys will notice, especially if they're miserable. And they will take it personal. Seriously. My man.
YouTube video so I can watch it.
Oh, okay. My man wants to see the YouTube video. Okay.
Yeah.
So go to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll upload it then. And then you can go to, oh nice, I have Man U, Manchester United. Go to, what do you call it, Ray Rahim. Okay, and then type in a martial arts story.
I might have typed it wrong. Can you
No, that's
type it
fine.
for me?
Sure. All right. Say hi to everyone.
Hi guys.
Okay, now we are going to type in a martial arts story. I spelled it wrong too. All right, bear with me. Okay, man, you're popular. Getting all kinds of notifications here, brother. Okay,
sorry.
A martial arts story, and then it's a period. Search. That's interesting. I don't come up.
Maybe,
You go to channel. Online shorts. Videos. Huh. Very interesting. I'll have to work on that. Well, let me pull it up on my, hang on a second, guys. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys. I'm actually giving them a video about, so I'm a painter,
Yeah.
and I'm telling them about how other men get jealous of you when you're like doing construction and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever experienced jealousy? Like,
Yeah.
you know, tell YouTube about a time you experienced jealousy from other men.
So like, when I do good in my sport, like.
So you're a soccer player?
Yeah.
All right,
So
cool.
when I do good in my sport, a bunch of people say, "Oh, you got lucky. You didn't do any of the hard work." But like behind the scenes, I did all the hard work.
Okay.
I pushed myself to the max, and then like when I finally achieved the dream, they always say it's all luck.
Yeah. See, even young Buck here is getting hate for putting in the work, and then people just want to trivialize all his efforts. Man, that's not right. But yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say to you. So let me ask you something, bro. Do other people like you? Like, are they nice to you? Are they kind to you?
Yeah.
And do you find other men hate that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, right? So they don't like it's like if a girl thinks you're cute, you got other dudes hating, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. All right. I'll leave you guys with that. What's your name, brother? David. Nice to meet you, David. I live in this complex too, bro.
Me too.
Thanks, guys. And remember, don't reveal too much in the trades.